Greetings to all who bask in the glorious light of critical thinking. My name is Moonbeam and I am on day 2 of my 25-day journey to improved thinking. I think you already know my young friend Stinky McNottle.
Jeepers. What are you doing here?
I am now a volunteer tutor in a new after-school learning program. In other words, I am here to help you with your studies and homework.
Jeepers. Do you think you are up to this? After all, middle school is pretty tough. You might not be up to the academic rigors.
Isn't he adorable? I think I am up to the Stinky. After all, I am a college student. I am certain that I can tackle any academic hurdles we might encounter this afternoon.
Jeepers. I don't know. But since you are here, what do I have to lose?
Just leave everything to Professor Moonbeam. We will make short work of your homework in no time at all. Trust me, Stinky.
As you say. Tomorrow we will have a quiz on 19th century German philosophers. Give 3 reasons why critics consider Nietzsche fundamentally unsound.
What is a Nietzsche?
Are you kidding? The question is, who is Nietzsche?
Who is Nietzsche?
May I assume you have never read Beyond Good and Evil? Or what about Human, All Too Human?
I've read Harry Potter and the Twilight series. But I must admit that Nietzsche has escaped my attention.
Don't waste your time. As I said, Nietzsche is fundamentally unsound. Maybe you can help me with the quantum chemistry project that is due next week.
Me? Quantum chemistry? Are you sure?
More specifically, my project will focus on Planck's constant.
Planck's constant?
Jeepers. What do you know about the energy of a photon or the frequency of its associated electromagnetic wave?
Photons. Electromagnetic waves? Don't you study arithmetic or English at your school?
Jeepers. That's kids' stuff. This is middle school, baby.
I thought we might talk about our friend the pronoun or multiplying fractions.
You must think I am still in kindergarten. Say, isn't this day 2 of your 25-day journey to improved thinking?
Yes. This is day 2. Today, I learn about intellectual humility by focusing on my ignorance. I must learn to evaluate what I know and what I don't know. Our thinking is shaped by our beliefs. But what if some of our beliefs are invalid or incorrect? By discovering our ignorance, we can avoid intellectual arrogance and steer away from false conclusions that are based on error and misunderstanding. People who understand their limitations and who can admit that there is far more that they don't know than what they do know are rare indeed.
In other words, knowing one's limitations is the beginning of intellectual humility. Am I right?
Yes. Conclusions based upon ignorance and misunderstanding are always suspect. Intellectual honesty and intellectual humility require one to be aware of his or her ignorance. Those who think they know it all tend to know very little.
I see your point. Arguing a position or holding to an opinion based upon incorrect data or a misunderstanding of the facts is sheer intellectual suicide. Am I correct?
Intellectual honesty and intellectual humility are rare traits these days, but those who know their limitations are often the better thinkers.
It takes a certain measure of bravery for one to consider new ideas and new insights, but critical thinkers are not afraid of looking at problems from differing viewpoints. Would you agree with me, Moonbeam?
I agree with you, Stinky. We all harbor deep-seated beliefs and opinions, but have we tested these beliefs? Have we honestly examined these opinions? Are our beliefs based upon an honest assessment of the facts, or do we merely cling to silly prejudices? These are questions that honest seekers of the truth must consider.
So how would you sum up what day 2 of 25 days to critical thinking is all about?
Know what you know and know what you don't know. Do not argue points that are based on an ignorance of facts. Do not hold opinions based on questionable data. Understand your limitations. Demonstrate intellectual humility. Foster intellectual honesty. These are the traits of great thinkers.
And you owe this intellectual humility all to me.
How's that? How do I owe my intellectual humility to you, Stinky?
Jeepers. Without me, you wouldn't know that you are totally ignorant on the matter of 19th century German philosophers. I helped you to understand that you know nothing of Nietzsche.
You little rat thing.
That's not all. I helped you to understand how hopelessly ignorant you are on the subject of quantum chemistry.
I cannot believe my ears.
Thanks to me, you now know that you aren't smart enough to help a middle school kid with his homework. Wow. You should really feel humble.
You are a human cockroach.
Maybe I am, but I can explain why Nietzsche is fundamentally unsound and you cannot. So there.
I am having second thoughts about this 25-day journey to improve thinking.
No fear. I will be with you every step of the way. You can count on me, Moonbeam. She may not be smart, but she is pretty.
This learning experience was brought to you by Wayside Christian Mission.
Check them out at waysidechristianmission.org. Say, Moonbeam. If you need help with your college assignments, feel free to call upon me for help.
When I am married, I don't think my husband and I will have children.